Good people, welcome to JJ Tech Tutoring. In this video, I'll be diving into grade 12 revision. As you know, we are heading into exams, so we need to revise whatever that people have been doing. So we're going to go through the question papers, or I can say past question papers, so that you can be prepared. So I will show you multiple tricks to go around solve for X, or the whole of question 1. So if you're doing technical mathematics or you're doing pure mathematics, so this video is for you. And also, if you're doing grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12, this video is for you. And also, if you're doing grade 9, you can also watch the video so that you can be able to be ready for grade 10, right? So this is really created. It's actually focused on preparing grade 12s for the final, right? So now, this is one of the questions that I saw when I was scrolling on question papers. Solve for X, right? Now 1.1.1, it's X open brackets 2X minus 3 is equals to 0. So I'll always give you silly mistakes and how you should maneuver around this kind of equation. But then first, I will tell you what are the silly mistakes, or what are the things that students are more likely to do, right? So to a question like this, you need not to expand. It's a straightforward question. It's 2 marks. So it's a straightforward question. You need to just say X is equals to 0, or 2X minus 3 is equals to 0, right? Then 2X is equals to 0 plus 3. Then 2X is equals to 3. Then you divide both sides by 2. Then X is equals to 3 over 2. Right. So this is how you should maneuver around the question like this. Now, 1.1.2, 0 is equals to 3x squared minus 5x minus 11. Now, first thing first, you need to make it to be in the hand, or the equal sign to be in the hand that you use, because now they are making things worse or harder for us now. So why can't we just have it like this? Right? So now this is the hand that we use. So it can be easily solved, right? So now in this kind of equation, you must not stress yourself by trying to factorize so that you can solve for X. No. There is a question that is actually created for grade 11 and 12 students. It is called quadratic equation. Or quadratic formula, actually. It's quadratic formula. This is quadratic formula. It is always at the back of your question paper, so you need not to know it by your medulla, right? But then you must, those who want to excel forever, even at the varsity or everywhere in maths, you must know it by your heart. Right? Now, you need to know which one is A, which one is B, which one is C, before you plug and play, right? So, quadratic equation, it's something like this. This is quadratic equation. This is quadratic equation. This is your quadratic equation, right? So now, in the equation that is given, you can now spot A, B, and C. You can now check them. Which one are they? Now, you then come X is equals to, which one is your B? Then your B is -5. So now you have to say negative in the equation, -5 plus or minus root of -5 squared minus 4. Then your A is 3 and your C is -11. Then divide by 2A. So A is 3. Right. Then from there, you plug and play. You plug on your calculator and you play. So you will find approximately -125, or X is equals to 2.92, right? So you can do them separately, or you can just plug in the calculator. So when you're plugging in the calculator, you can write this, obviously. You're going to start by using plus, and then you get your answer, and then use negative, and then you get your answer. So that's how it is. Then that will be the end of your question. It's the end of this problem. You solved your x, right? Now let's go to 1.1.3. 1.1.3. I hate this. Now it's disturbing the camera. But then, by the way, I'll make sure that you guys see what I wrote. So now the question is x, 3x plus 4 minus 2, 3x plus 4 is less or equals to 0. Right? Now solve for x. It's more like inequalities though. So we talk about critical values here. We talk about critical values here. And then if you can see here, this is exactly the same with this. So we just have to take one and move. So we just have to say x minus 2, 3x plus 4, then less or equals to 0. Is it not beautiful? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, we need now to solve for x. We need to find the x. Now we just have to say x minus 2 is less or equals to 0, or 3x plus 4 is less or equals to 0. Right. So x is less or equals to 2. Right. Then x here is less or equals to negative 4 over 3, right? So our critical values are x is equals to 2, x is equals to negative 4 over 3. I'm sorry. So it's x is equals to negative 4 over 3. Right. So from there, you can write them in an interval. You can write them in an interval. So you can say negative 4 over 3 less or equals to x less or equals to 2. Right? Then it is in the interval. So if you have to represent it or present it graphically, you can just have it's a quadratic equation. So you can just say negative 4 over 3 and 2. Right? So this is how you can represent it. So that's how it is. That's how it is. Right. Now, you need to know how to go about this kind of equation so that you can attract as many marks as you can. Right. Now, let's go to 1.2. Right. So this is the last question. 1.2. 1.2. So 1.2. The question is the roots of a quadratic equation in terms of p are given as follows. Right. So it's x is equals to 4 plus or minus 8 minus p cube divided by p. Divided by p. Now, first thing first, what you need to do is to check what's inside the square root, because now the question made it easy and conspicuous to say the roots of a quadratic equation in terms of p are given as follows. So determine the values of p for the roots to be real. So for the roots to be real, we need to make sure that whatever that is inside the square root is greater or equals to 0. Right? It is greater or equals to 0. So we take this and say 8 minus p cube is greater or equals to 0. Meanwhile, p is not equals to 0. Right? P is not equals to 0. Now, negative p cube less or equals to greater or equals to negative 8. Then we divide both sides by negative. Then when we divide both sides by negative, you know it must change the sign. It must change the side. So it's 8. Right? So we actually divided both sides by negative for it to turn and look that other way. Right? Now here, because we have something like p cube less or equals to 8. So we can also have something that is to the power 3 this side, which is 2 to the power 3. So we're gonna say p3 is less or equals to 2 to the power 3. Right? Then from there, because exponent are the same, then base are the same, then p is less or equals to 2. So 2 is the one that will make this to be real, right? To be real. So it will be 8 minus 2 to the power 3, which is 0. So it is real. 0 is real. Now that's how it is. So just stay tuned and make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can be able to be notified when I upload other solved questions. Now, obviously, because we are from question 1, we can go to question 1 of paper 2, or we can go to different question 1s with different question papers. And then also we're going to maneuver, and one way to the other we'll have to do technical mathematics question 1, even though it's the same, it's exactly the same with this one, but then we need to specifically open technical mathematics question. So this one is the previous question paper of mathematics, but then trust me, they're the same with technical mathematics. Thank you so much. Good luck.